Great, I'm Linda. Well, that's my hand, at least. You can't see my face, sorry, but... So I was in Cricut looking around in Design Space, and they have a, really easy little Easter basket. So I cut out two of them and then cut out some little flowers to add to it. And I'm just gonna glue them together and figured I would share it on here. This ain't gonna be a long live. So at least not attempting to make, my goal is not to have a long live. I just want to put these together and figured to see if anybody else was there and wanting to craft, and we can spend a couple minutes together since I didn't come on yesterday. So let's open up my live so in case anybody wants to chat with me. If anybody shows up and wants to chit chat, they can. Otherwise, I'm just going to get on with this. So if you go into Design Space and you look up Easter baskets, this is one of the projects that pops up. It pops up bigger than a 12 by 12 mat. So I sized it down to fit a 12 by 12 mat. I forgot I have a 12 by 24 mat, so I could have made them bigger, which I probably will later. But for quick little project, quick easy Sunday project, this is what I've got. So I cut out 6 flowers for each basket, and I have 2 basket sets here that I'm going to put together. And it's really easy. Quite simple, quite easy. And then we'll probably decorate it and stuff, depending on how I feel once I get the baskets put together. You know, one of those, don't really have a lot of crafting mojo, but I'm crafting to make myself have the mojo, if that makes any sense to you. So, yeah. Alright, so here we go. So, it cuts it for you. And all you gotta do is just find your score lines and score it all. So, we're just gonna score on these score lines here. So, what is everybody doing on their beautiful Sunday? You see what I'm doing? I'm making little Easter baskets. Little Easter baskets. I thought they'd be bigger. At least not very tall. They're only going to be like that tall. If I'd have done them on a 12 by 24 mat, I could have made them... Well, no, I still couldn't have made them taller. Yeah, I could have, because they could have went this way. Alright. And then here's another score line here. Yeah, I'm not surprised nobody's joining me because I never do lives on Sunday anymore. So in the middle of Sunday afternoon. So, alright, so we have those score lines. Then we need all of these folded up. All these little bits and pieces that I thought I already got out of there, Find that score line. There we go. When the Cricut does it, I always forget I should probably make it score twice when using the scoring stylus, because it doesn't score that deep. And I could probably set it on my scoreboard and go over them again, but you know. It's just going to be really easy. Like I said, we're going to do 2 of them. We're going to make 2. Alright, so there we go. We got everything scored. And now we're going to glue. And I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to glue this together first. And then we'll glue these on. So that's what we'll do first. So we'll glue this first. I need to get some Easter grass so when I make these little baskets, or make some Easter grass, I'm trying to remember if I have any like green surface spray left. I think I do. Alright, I want to make sure that these right here are lined up. These bottoms, let's pull that back. Let's make sure that these bottom score lines are lined up, because that's what's gonna Stuff like that. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on all these little Dumaflaches. These little folded down score lines here. So what's the weather like in your neck of the woods? It's a little on the warm side today. I tried to sit out. I moved my Cricut out into my dining room, and I cut all this stuff out there, and then I was like, okay, it's just too hot. I need to go back into my room with the AC. I'm not going to heat a big area up just for... So I'm doing this further part over here, this piece over here first, because it's a little trick that Leo from Dreaming Tree, I learned from him, is that'll help keep your dimensions right. So there we go. Just gluing all this down. That one I didn't score right or something. This one is not scored on the line right. There we go. That's better. That corner should be lined right up there. Let's put a little more glue just to... Excuse me, sorry for my coughing. I say that every time. You guys know I have a chronic cough. I mean, they're little, you know, but little treat baskets, you know. Alright, and then we got our, now it comes with these little things to go inside. I'm going to assume that's so it can hold an egg. That's what I'm going to assume, that can hold an egg. And I'm going to assume, I'm assuming a lot, but that's what I'm going to assume. So I'm just going to set it in there like that, because I think that's how it would go. Just like so. Right? And then this goes right on top, like that. And then you can just put a little egg in there. The only problem is it's not very sturdy. I don't know if I would trust it. Although the eggs would be boiled already, but or you could put flowers or whatever you want. But then we'll put our handle on. Before we put our handle on, though, we're going to take a dowel. And I'm just going to curl it like that, so we don't have to fight with it. We're going to find the little slits right here like this. And we'll put glue on it after we get it in there. You don't have to glue it because it just snaps like that, but I want it glued. So I'm going to take this, now that I got it in there. See, like, I think that should be glued if you're going to use those. I'm not going to use that because I'm not going to put eggs in it. I want to get some of them little chocolate eggs and some Easter grass. I think that would be adorable. Alright, I want to line this up evenly in the middle. There we go. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do the same thing. Put it in here like this. Put my glue on the underside right here. I'm just going to pull it up like that and glue it down. And then that way, even though it's intended to just slide in and out, I don't have to look. There's a cute little basket. Hi Sharon, how you doing? And then I cut some flowers. Now the picture had flowers all on here, but I don't think I want to put the flowers there. I think I want, let's see, do I want the flowers on the handle or do I want the flowers on the basket? And I got some really cute gems that I want to add to it too. Oh good, I'm glad you're great. I want a bow also. I want to cut out a bow. I should make a bow with an actual ribbon. I'm going to put them on like this because that's how my brain intended for it to go. So that's how when I cut the flowers out, because I cut 6 of them for each basket. So I'm just going to put this on here like this. Guys, easy peasy project. I need to cut some out so that the girls can just make their own. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Yeah, and then that'll help secure that basket handle also. If you've got grandkids or nieces or nephews or students, or these are great little projects for them. You know, you cut them out and you let them put them together. Even though my videos say not intended for kids, some of these crafts I do to show you what you could be having them do. You know, spring break's coming and they're going to need things to do. I don't know if spring break is before Easter or after, but you got weekends and, you know, instead of running out the door out of the house and spending money going places, stay home and craft with them. Teach them the enjoyability of staying home sometimes and not spending money. You know, teach them how to like to be home. Okay, them flowers, I just kept getting higher and higher with my flowers, but that's okay. It's okay. It'll all be alright. And I could have done these different colors or whatever, but that's what I got. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to get some gems. I got some really nice pink and main gems that I want to put in the middle of the flowers. She wore some flowers in her hair. So I'm just going to come along here. And of course I'm going to have to wait a second every time I put one because it's going to take it a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? It's ready to go, George. It's ready to go. It's going to take it a second to grab on that glue, to grab onto the plastic and the glitter. But look at that. Now that white glue won't be visible when it dries. See, you gotta wait. You gotta let it set and wait. Don't glue it to your finger, Linda. Glue it to the... Set it and forget it. You could use hot glue, but I'm really bad with hot glue, so that's why I'm using this. Or you could use double-sided tape. No, because then I'll make a mess with that too. I'll make less of a mess with glue. Let's put a little more glue on there. It's hard to glue things, though, to glitter paper. The glitter paper doesn't always like to grab what you're trying to glue on there. And if you've got, like... Oh, look, we have these, too, that we could do. Maybe on the next one. We'll see. If you have those that have the sticky back... Or like, well, there ain't none in there. I don't know where my other gems that I thought I had up here were. There's all kinds of things we can do to this. So look in our stash and see what we got. You can always punch little holes and put brads in there. You know, all kinds of different things you can do. Use your imagination. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hope that don't touch it and let it. Hi, Tanya, how are you? Okay. So is that the trick to gluing onto glitter paper? Shouldn't take long, seeing as how I'm in Florida with the heat. What's your temperatures like in Ontario? And welcome. That should tack up better than like that. Are you taking the day off for making earrings? Okay, cool. Alright, we'll count. We need 5 more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's red. I don't want red. I want pink. They're red and pink. And these gems are pink and main gems, guys. I got these a long time ago. They last forever if you barely use them. Oh no, it's snowing there. Oh, if you can hear, I have my AC unit on. Alright, so there's one. We'll see if that one tacked up enough yet. And we just add that one. And the glue will dry clear. Just carefully and slowly. I won't keep messing with it like I normally do. I'll flip all these over though. Yeah, so this basket, if you have a Cricut, is in Design Space. Yes, I know. I understand you. I take days off too. I have days where I don't craft. You know, I get a kick out of people who, well, I don't get a kick out of it. I wish they could have their heart's desire to, if they don't want to, if they could craft every day. But it's not as glorious as people think it is, and that's all you have to do. It takes the, see Linda, you messed with it, you touched it, don't touch it. Don't touch it. And now I'm going to have to, nope, I'm going to have to put a little more glue now. Because I touched it. I messed with it. Well, hi, Jeremy. How you doing? Oh, thanks for telling them all to hit that like button. So, Tanya, do you just paper craft, or do you do other kinds of crafting and stuff? There should be one more spot right there. But we had to redo the glue. We had to redo the glue. There we go. I'll get us a cute little basket. Isn't that adorable? Now we need a bow. And I want to do a paper bow, but I don't know what paper bow I have would even look good on here. And I need to get some Easter grass. I could make Easter grass. But we're going to put the pieces that go in it to hold the egg, if you want it to be an egg holder. So these little pieces cut out with it, and you just slip them together like this, right? And just slip them inside your basket, which I showed you this a second ago, y'all. And then you put your, I should have boiled an egg. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. It just needs a little, and then you put a little egg in there. That'd be really cool. Don't they make like big Cadbury eggs that are like real egg size? If they do, that would be cool. Just one big chocolate egg in there, and then, you know, just a tiny bit of that old style Easter grass, and then little chocolate eggs around it. Or a little bunny rabbit in there in the middle would be cute too. But, so now I got another one. The same project, same thing. I'm just going to repeat and make it again. While that dries. And then we'll, while those gems dry. See, this is all out of tape. Otherwise, I would just done that. Oh, you know what would probably work with my gems better? Yeah, that may be a little private, Miss Sharon. She may not want to share her grandma or aunt's memory, life memory book. Hola, Delise. Okay, come on, come out of there. And I could have done this a couple different colors or whatever, but, you know, when you have two girls, if you give them each identical, then there's no fighting. You know, no, well, I like your color better, or, you know, so, I mean, she might, Sharon, but she might not. You know, it might be a little private. Alright, so for those that didn't see the first one be put together, this is identical. If you have already seen me do this together and you don't want to sit and hang out, I get it. But it'd be nice just to hang out. Guys, if you have a Cricut, there's so many easy peasy projects. If you're not feeling like, if your brain isn't coming up with ideas, just go through and find a project that doesn't look too hard, looks kind of simple. This is a really good beginner project too. If you're new to Cricut paper crafting, this is a really good beginner project. Oh, I keep pushing it back in instead of pulling it out. I need to find my pokey tool. I need to find my pokey tool. And I get up from the table and I forget that I needed to look for it. I still haven't found that circle die I dropped. It's still down there in the abyss somewhere. I call my, those that don't know me, I call my floor the abyss. You know, it's like, I call my crafting. So, Miss Tanya, do you watch May May? Delise, do you ever watch May May? Miss May May Helms, you know, May May made it. I think she might be coming on today. I don't know. I don't remember if she does a... Ooh. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Guys, my schedule, I totally have not kept my schedule this week. I just like, when I feel like crafting, then I'm up here crafting. It's like... My views had went way down. My watch hours dropped down. And I've just got so, like, whatever. I'll craft when I want. I'm not keeping a schedule anymore. I'm over the schedule thing. Because it still didn't help me with my watch time and everything. Because, you know, people's lives go on and stuff. And so they got to do things outside their television or watching time. Anyway... So I'm just crafting when I craft. I'm not doing a schedule anymore. I give up on the whole schedule thing. My views have like dropped tremendously. I was getting like 10K views and I'm getting barely 900 now. I'm getting less views than I have subscribers, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I got shadow banned or if if I did something that YouTube didn't like and they just decided not to show my stuff anymore or what, because nothing had really changed. So, I don't know. So, no more looking at my watch hours. I keep saying this, but seriously, I'm no more worrying about my views anymore. I'm going to come on here and craft when I feel like crafting. And if you guys are here to join me or catch me and you join me and keep me company, that's great. But as far as a schedule goes, I don't get paid, so I'm not working like a job. That's simple as that. I've done it for 9 years. This is supposed to be my hobby, not a job, you know? And it was beginning to get like a job, like, you know, you go to work and you don't get paid enough for the work, and it's like, no, I want to enjoy my crafting. I love doing this stuff. But it can't be on a schedule. It just can't be. Sorry, guys. I hope you understand. Like my joy and my love of it was going out the window. So Crop and Create is coming up at the end of this month, and I will be doing that for 3 days, which will be fun. I've already got all my homework for it done. Autocorrect is messing with me. What's up with you today, Scott? Oh, hey, Vicky, I didn't know you were in here. You know, I really am... Okay, this has to go outside. These have to go on the inside. There we go. Have you been playing pickleball today, Miss Vicky? Alright, we're going to put glue on all of them, because that's how we roll. They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, trying to catch me crafting dirty. Oh, you just got back? Yeah, I bet you are. I bet that takes a lot of physical exertion, doesn't it? I had moved, like I was saying a minute ago, I moved my Cricut out to the front part of the house. But then it got so hot in there that, see how everything just falls in place when you do the one across from where it folds? Everything else just kind of falls right in place. Where's my dowel? Alright. And then, just like before, we're going to put the other handle in. And I'll show you the card I made for Craft Roulette. I usually do it live, but I didn't do it. It's fun but tiring. You work for a little on a 4-hour break and going back for 4 hours. Oh, wow. I never did ask you what you do for work. Oh, I did it the wrong way. I want the texture up. So let's do it the other way. There we go. So I just run that along like you do a ribbon to curl the ribbon. And then find your little hole here. Oh, okay, cool. So you work at a dispensary? Is that what it is? Is that why they all tease you all the time? Oh, that's nice, Scott. Okay, cool. No wonder they call you the hardest working man. On YouTube. I'm telling you, between everything you do on YouTube and then you got those other 2 jobs, wow. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, now we're going to do this one. And you don't have to glue these, like I said when I put the first one together. But I want stability, so I'm gluing them, because I don't want them pulling out of there. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back side here. His dream job's probably a, what's that fun guy on the cruise ship? The director, the fun director on the cruise ship. What does he do? What are they called? You know, the guys that plan all your stuff? Is it called a cruise director? Is that what it is? That's that would be my guess at his dream job is. Because he's Mr. Fun, too. I'm here for a good time. Alright. Now, before... This is what we're going to do this time. We're going to try glue dots instead of glue. Knock, knock. Can I come in? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Miss Danny. How is Switzerland going? Are you still there? Alright, so I got these little round glue dots. They're bigger than my gems. So I'm going to take them and make boogers out of them. Yeah, I said boogers. Little glue boogers, see? Ball it up. And get me some gems out. I should have done this already. Let's see. I want to see if it works before I do them all, though. So we got a little glue ball right there. And a little gem. I don't know how it's going to look. That's the problem. But definitely, look. Look at that. It's there. I don't have to worry about it falling off. That's what we're doing for this second set. Ultimate Cruise Vlogger. Ah. Who's Shannon? Do I not see a Shannon? Oh, she meant Sharon. Okay. Well, Scott definitely didn't mean to close the door on you, Danny, because you're his manager. You know, you just tell him, don't do that ever again. Manage him, Danny. You're his manager, manage him. Good afternoon, Winston. Long time no see. How have you been? I'm doing good. I am just putting together some Easter baskets and crafting. Doing some easy peasy crafting. See, I already put it together once. And now I'm doing it again. I'm doing it uh-oh. See? Look at that. Sticking to my fingers. Alright, we're going to do it this way. We're going to do all of these, and then we'll go back and do the gems. So, when you take these little glue dots, see if I have mini ones, I think. Instead of these big ones, I could be using mini ones. Let me check and see. I think I have some mini ones. I'm like, let's put them all on first and then the gems, but Linda doesn't stick with that. Oh, good, good. I'm happy to hear that, Winston. I hadn't heard from you in a while, so I was getting a little concerned about that. Alright. See if these are any smaller. If these are smaller, then I don't have to make actual boogers out of them. And just put them on there. No, they're about the same size. But they're going to be easier to get off of here. Definitely going to be easier to peel up. Or maybe not. Maybe they won't be. Ball it. Stick it down. Say, here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Did I put that on upside down? I think I did. I put it on upside down, so we gotta pull that off of there. Stick that back down. Stick that on the table. So I already made my craft roulette card for this week, which is right here. I'll show this to you in a minute. I'll go over the parameters. And I know it's a hard job keeping an eye on Scott, Danny, but you do such an excellent job. Oh, okay, I'll go check it out, Winston. I will go check that out. I've been kind of on a, not watching a whole lot of YouTube lately. I was getting overwhelmed with things. And so I haven't been watching a whole lot. And I've been getting ready for this event, this Crop and Create event. It's where, you know, 3 days of card making, and there's like 12 different classes. So there's like 4 classes a day, and each class is 2 hours. So it's like 8-hour days. And so I've been prepping all the stuff for that. You know, the more I learn, the more I can show y'all. These are so cute. They're so cute. Oh, do you? Okay. Well, yeah, I don't comment a whole lot either. I watch people's videos, and I don't know. I go through phases, you know. I go through phases where I'm like jabberjaws, and then I go through other phases where I'm like, I'll watch, but I don't really want to talk. And I have phases where I don't watch anything related to anything that I normally would watch. You know, like, I like true crime. I like to watch the cops take the criminal out. And then, thank you. They are cute, aren't they? And I used glitter paper to cut them. I used my Cricut. I was saying that I moved my Cricut into the living room out there, dining room out there, because I wanted a change of scenery. All right, now we'll glue them on. So we're going to put one here. And then we need bows. So we'll put a flower. Every time I say flower, I go, she put a flower, she wore some flowers in her hair. I don't know where that's from. I don't know if that's an actual song. But, yeah. Alright, so we'll go over this. We'll go over the craft roulette card. And then I have a die somewhere for a bow. I'm trying to remember what company the bow was with. And I think it's on my Spellbinders. Nope, it ain't there. Pink and Main. It's Pink and Main. It's Pink and Main. I think it's in here. I think it's in this set right here. We'll look. We'll look after we do the craft roulette card. Thank you. Yeah, I figure I may not see them for Easter, around Easter time. But in case I do, I'll be prepared. That one I did a little crooked, but, you know, just in case. It gives me something to craft. I really would like to make some and have them craft it. I really wish I could spend like a day with them during spring break. Reminds me of a Led Zeppelin song, Flowers in Her Hair. Maybe part of remnant of a song there that I heard. I don't know. It's so many songs and 56 years of my life hearing that, you know, everything gets all mixed up and mashed up, and the great song mash up in my brain. All right. So there's our two baskets. Let's put this in the middle so we don't lose these bits and pieces. Now when these get cut, when these cut out, it cuts a circle out of, there we go. It cuts a circle out. You can use this circle and cut do a white one a little smaller and make a little tag to go on it. I think I'll do that. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think we should. I think it would be cute. Like I said, an egg with some little chocolate eggs going around it, I think would be darling. So there's two cute Easter baskets. And that was quick and easy, huh? That was so quick. Alright, I need to use the die machine, so I don't want to put stuff on top of my die thing. Did y'all see my bunny I made the other day? See there? That bow's too small. Oh, maybe not. We'll cut one out and see. Maybe too small. I may need a bigger bow. We'll cut one and find out. But let's talk about craft roulette real quick this week. So, I'm not going to make the card because I already made it. I was up late Friday night after craft roulette. And that's the reason I haven't been in match game, Scott, because craft roulette is on Friday nights, and I just kind of like been getting caught up in that show. Alright, so craft roulette's parameters were tri-fold card. Let me write these down so I can make sure I'm remembering them correctly. I really need to clean this desk. That's something I really need to do. Let me get a scrap paper here. So the parameters was a tri-fold card. Okay, Miss Sharon, bye. Colors were vegetable garden, element was nursery, and nursery can be what your definition of nursery is. You know, like some people when they think of nursery, they think of plants and things. Other people when they think of nurseries, they think of babies. And then apparently there's a big star nebula thing that's called a nursery. So, and then random, what was the random? Oh, star or starry. Okay. So I made an accordion trifold card. And how that is it opens up like this. It opens up like this. See? Like an accordion. A Z fold with an extra little fold on it. Oh, cool. You got a little plant nursery going in your basement? That's awesome. Oh, you like how I framed it? Cool. Thank you. So, nursery, I went with baby theme. Vegetable garden, you got the green flowers, you got the purple eggplant, the yellow squash, the little white flowers on the plants when they're blooming, getting ready to produce. You get little white flowers on a lot of them. Oh, cool, thank you. And then starry, or stars. The baby mobile has stars on them. See? No, I'm like, I need something else in here, but I don't know what to do in it, so that's where I'm at with that. And I wanted to add a little bit of green glitter to it, so I did a offset shadow. I did die cut this piece with the green glitter, and then I offset it a little to give me that. And I think my brain is saying I should have stenciled these pieces or embossed them before I added all that stuff, but I'm happy with, hey, that bow would work really good for our, yeah, that's the bow we need right there. Let's cut that bow instead of that other little one. That's the bow. That's the one we need, yo. And we need pink. Oh no, did I bring the pink paper back in here? No, we don't need pink. We have pink baskets, purple flowers. What about, what color would go with those? Let's just do white, and then we can, or yellow. What about yellow? You think yellow would be? I think yellow bow would be pretty, huh? No? Think it clashes? Hi, Go. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't plan these anymore. I don't have, I've thrown my schedule out the window. And just when I feel like it is when I'm going live. But it's really easy project, Miss Margot. It's Cricut project. And I just glued them all. I did 2 of them. See? See? They're falling apart because the things inside don't get glued. Weight is what's supposed to hold them. So, we need a bow. We need bows. I have that die for them bows. So the bow that I'm going to use is a picket fence die. Margot, I'm pretty sure you got this one. It came from our last Crop and Create. And it's called Welcome Baby. Is the name of, I don't know what the name of the die set is. The class was called Welcome Baby. Like we made some, where'd the cards go? I don't know what I do with them. But look, we got this bow right here. And I think that bow will look good on there. But I'm trying to figure out what color I want to cut. I want to cut them. Let me look at my scrap papers. Let me look at my scrap papers. That's not scrap papers. These are my... No, these are my Concord and Ninth papers. I'm not using them for this project. Oh, hey, look. We can just do them pink. No, it's too matchy-matchy. Maybe we just do the white. We'll just do white. Okay, and I'm going to fold this in half because I want to cut 2 bows at one time. My goal is not to be... So, Ms. Margot, are you crafting today? Are you done with Crop and Create homework yet? What are you doing, Miss Margot? And have you seen the price of the next Crop and Create? Oh. Yeah, that took my breath away when I saw that. I was like... Because I wanted to try to pay for it myself this time, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Look, I got all these things on here. I gotta scrape all this off now. All these little pieces. They're so tiny. It's like, they're cool once you get certain pieces glued on a card, but when you're left with all this, it's like too much work to try to save them all. This is how I craft, y'all. I'm like, my scraper for my Cricut that I usually use for this is at the dining room table where I moved my Cricut. This is my brand new magic mat, guys. You see how used it is already? That's how much crafting I've been doing. It's brand new. Oh, cool. Ew. Ew, I like the idea of a gnome, but I don't like the idea of them being blocked in with a spider. Ooh, yuck, I don't like spiders. See how pretty it is on that side? Because it's brand new. This is what I've done to it. Alright, we're going to just send that through. Yeah, I wanted to be able to use my entire space. So I got that new mat, and it's wonderful because I'm not trying to fit everything into a little tiny... It is worth it if you can do it. If you can afford it, it is worth it. But I'm like, I don't know, with my son having a wedding and me having to buy a wedding dress, and I'm like, not a wedding dress, a dress for the wedding. I don't know. Let's make sure that our bow cuts out before we... That's, I think, cut out. I think our big bow cut out. Of course not. Of course not. The one I want didn't cut out. That's, and I don't know how to put it back on here. Exactly so. Oh, darn. Of course not. The little one cut out. That's what you get for doubling it up, Linda. That's what you get. Alright, let's try this again with single sheets. I think I use thicker cardstock than normal. I think that's the problem. I think so. Yeah, this is thicker cardstock. That's what the problem is. Oh, that's nice of her. It's like, I hate that I have to cut all that out just for the bow. I'm going to run it through again because it's a thicker paper, just to be on the safe side. And you're resting now. Okay. So I didn't see, did you get your homework done? All the homework done? Ready for the show to begin? Because, you know, they're doing the meet and greets like exactly the week before. There we go. There's a bow. There we go. Come on, that's the only thing I want out of there. Now I need one more. I need another one. We can double them up, make them a little dimensional. Oh look, here's another bow here. They're not the kind of bows I want, but alright, let's find another. Let's see if you think the bow will fit right there. So I'm just gonna stick this on here like that. I'm gonna tape it down. I don't know what you guys can see up there. You can't see. I thought y'all could see what I was doing here. Taping it down so it stays put. Then I've got to turn this way. Peanut butter cookies sound good right now. So my former neighbor, she hasn't moved all the way to Georgia yet, so she's got 2 chickens here still. And they've been in my yard, and they're roosting on my porch. So it's 6:30 this morning. There's a rooster outside my bedroom window crowing. Mind you, I don't own chickens anymore. I don't have chickens. I don't have roosters. Alright, I did this only once this time. Did it cut it, or am I regretting picking it up? No, it didn't. I gotta go through a second time. But this time I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to change where it's at on my plate. Alright. Boy, I got a huge mess going. I really need to clean this mess up, especially before we do crop and create. Oh no. Really? Really, paper? I'm not running you through again. I'm just not doing it. Oh, that's so nice. It's nice to have neighbors like that. My nice neighbor is leaving for Georgia the 21st. Oh, he's still got a blizzard going, huh? Alright. Stick this in here so I don't lose it. Keep it with all my picket fence class stuff. I've been keeping my crop and create classes together so I can recreate cards and things. Alright, let's see. Did this one cut all the way? Yeah, that one did. And then we need this. I don't know what this is. I don't know what the heck that thing is for. Maybe it's a dream catcher or something. I don't know. Where's my little scissors? Just keep pulling things out and don't put nothing away ever, Linda. That just makes for great crafting, doesn't it? Not. Alright. I'm going to start like this. Okay. Okay. All these bits and pieces that I don't need, get them out of my way. And then, come on right here. Cut what it didn't cut properly. I'm just going to finish the job for it. Oh, really? What kind of, die cut machine do you use, Miss Margot? Because I've never had a problem except for once in a while, and it's usually the paper. It's not usually the magic mat, or it's usually that either A, my paper is thicker than I'm used to, so I don't have my sandwich right, or because I don't usually use the good thick paper, so my sandwiches aren't like the, and I'm using a switch, and it's like, okay, there we go. So I got 2 bows now. I wouldn't be able to die cut if I didn't use the electric one too. Sizzix fold away. Yeah, I haven't tried it with the Big Shot Plus because you gotta crank it. Okie dokie, so now I'm gonna glue these together. This quick, easy craft, I sure have found a way to make it not so fast, huh? Not so quick, after all. It's a little beat up looking, but it's okay. I'm alright with it. And then guess what? We're gonna put gems in the middle. But this time, we're gonna put sparkly gems. Sparkly purple enamel dots. Because we can. I really gotta find my pokey tool, guys, because this isn't. There we go. There we go. Do 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 do. Boy, that was a fun, quick, easy craft. Now we just gotta glue our ribbon, our bows on. And we'll put our bow right there. Oh, we'll put our bow right here. And I'm putting it a little backwards on the handle because I want to add some little tags on there. I want to make some little tags for it too. Oh, that don't look right, Linda. You need to put that down to the side. I'm going to have to put something there. It needs to go on the side. It really needs to be a regular actual bow that I can actually just put on the top so it can just, so it can hang like this. But since I'm doing paper, we're going to put it on the side here because I don't like it up on that, up high like that. So we'll just do it like this. Do I like that now? No, I don't like any of them. I don't like it anywhere on there. Oh well. I'm not going to put the other one on the other one yet because I don't like... Well, yes I am. I'm just going to go ahead and put it up where I originally was going to put them. And just leave it, even if I don't like it. Put it there and leave it, Linda, even if you don't like it. There we go. So now we got bows. They need bunnies. I don't feel like putting bunnies together right now, but I saw a notification that it's coming. I'd have to check the tracking again to find out exactly what day. I'm thinking here. Y'all better be scared. Linda's thinking again. Oh no. I'm thinking. We could add so many things with our dyes and things to this too. We could add all kinds of cool flowers. What is that? And little bunnies and things. Which I found some dyes the other day. Where did I put them? They were just little itty bitty bunnies that would look really cute on there. Alright, so I want to make a tag. So I'm going to take... See, I'm missing a die. One of my dies fell. See how close all my circled dies are? One of them fell, and I can't find it. But let's see. That little flower would have made it cute. That would make a cute tag. Little flower tag. Let's see. That'll give us a small pink border. No, it won't. That'll give us a pink, definitely give us a pink border. And then we could do white like that. Oh, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Doop de doop, doo doo doo. Back to the die cut machine. If you leave the insert in, I'm assuming, because you know Linda doesn't read everything. I'm assuming that that is the size of a regular egg. You know, a regular Easter egg. So you'd put an Easter egg in there. And then I would think once you got the egg in there, it would hold everything sturdy. That's why you've got the... That's why you got this piece here. So that it supports the egg. And then that goes like that. You know, plastic egg, real egg. My thinking is, you know they got the big Cadbury eggs? I think one of them, if people like them, I think one of them big Cadbury eggs, and then put little tiny chocolate eggs around it. I think that would be nice. Okay. Okay. So, you guys know I'm constantly going to try pushing things to their limit here. An egg, of course. Yep. Alright. And then I need white. I mean, if it doesn't die cut correctly, then you're not saving time. But if this die cuts correctly, you're saving time doing 2 at a time. I usually don't really have a problem. This paper's thinner, so... And it's a little on the warm side and muggy today, so the humidity might be playing a part in that, too. Alright, let's make sure they stay lined up. These guys, make sure they stay lined up. I don't have it right there in the middle. Don't do it dead center, Linda. Put my plate on. This plate has seen better days, huh? That's the original extended plate for my Switch. No, not my Switch. For my Big Shot Plus. That's the thing I love about the Switch and the Big Shot Plus. The plates are all interchangeable. If it works in my Switch, it works in my... If it works in my Big Shot, it works in my Switch. And the sandwiches are pretty much the same, I think. Alright, let's see. Ta-da! So we got 2 of these. And now I got little rings for something else that I can do later. I can save them for some other project. You know, put them on a white circle. But these are just going to be little tags. I got those 2. Put this back on the magnet so you don't lose it like you did that other one, Linda. Alright, and then these should be like scallopy shaped. Flowery, scallopy. However you want to call it. Ta-da! And they cut out. Voila! I love these dies. Denise sent those to me. Look. There's 2 here. I know there are. So we got cute little tags to go on our little baskets. And I'm wondering if my Henry letters are bigger than those. I think they are. I think they are. I just had that idea. I'm like, oh, I could just put their initial on each of the tags. But I think my initials are too big for the white circle. But, let's see if I took, it would fit perfectly. Well, it might actually look cute. Where's the D at? My brain's working. It's working full speed right now. Full speed, I tell you. We're going to cut out a letter J, and we're going to cut out a letter D. And we're cutting them out of glitter paper. Glitter, glitter, glitter paper. And if you were watching Craft Roulette, you'd be like, I can eat chocolate now because there's JD's name. But we're not doing Craft Roulette, and I'm not Miss Mary Gunn. Her grandson's name is JD. And whenever she says that, that's when everybody's like, okay, we can eat chocolate. We gotta wait for the code word. Alright, see? Nothing sticks to glitter paper. We're gonna attempt it, though. Oh, we could have done it shiny metallic, too. Oh, just stop, Linda. I think this is gonna be cute, what I'm trying to think of here, though. I think it's gonna be cute. Cute, 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 cute. Yep, yep, yep. I sure do. Alright, here we go. Noisy noise again. Coffee kicked in. I'm getting hungry. The coffee's starting to wear off, actually. But my brain is, like, awake now. Yes, my brain is awake and, like... I still haven't eaten, so it's like... Because you know what's going to happen once I eat? I'm going to get tired, and I'm going to need to go to sleep. And I'm trying not to sleep during the day if I can help it, because that's part of my sleeping at night problem. Although, you know, I put these back with where they respective places where they go, Linda. And these are Lawn Fawn Henry's ABCs, guys. I love these. They're fun. It's a fun font. J and we got a D. They just fit on there. If they were a tiny bit shorter, they'd fit perfectly, but I'm going to go with them anyway. I'm going to go with it anyway. Yes! Margot? I need to play with some of my more of my lawn fawn stuff. I haven't been playing with it lately. It's like, I've got so many things now that I forget about other things. It's like, but I still want more. Is that crazy? That's crazy. I think it's crazy. Alright, now we could pop dot that, or we can just glue it flat. And I think we're going to glue it flat. Just glue it flat right there. If this does what it's supposed to do, I always forget that I have this. It's got a little tiny hole there now for a little tiny string. That's an old Stamper's Journey, which was Spellbinders. Do my fletchy. So now let's do the letter D. That's backwards, Linda. You're doing your letter back. Yeah, but that's okay. Because guess the circle. And we'll just flip it over. The D's a little on the big side for it, but it's alright. It works anyway. I mean, you know, what is it I always say? Homemade, not Hallmark. If we were in an auditorium, it would be a bunch of echoes. Homemade, not Hallmark. There we go. And then we'll get... Oh, look at that little ring. Did this one have one too? Where'd that come from? Is there two of them? Oh, look. I don't know how I managed those. But, oh, I'm going to glue them on if they'll go on. Will they go on? They won't go on. That would be nice, though, for the texture of it. You know? So I would need a bigger white circle. I'm telling you, just keep going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Just keep going and going. Okay, you're just pushing it too much. No, I like that. It gives it a little extra something. But anyway, that works. Save those for something else. Alright, we need a little thing in the here, in the D. There we go. Now, if you have those little clips like Denise was showing. Oh, I'm glad you're glad. Yes, homemade definitely means more. Well, today instead of like, okay, that's it, I'm done. I'm just doing my thing. Doing my thing, y'all. Alright. Now, I have some silver thread somewhere. I know I do. If not, I've got gold thread, but I can't use that gold thread just yet. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what is that? What is that? And do I have more? I have more of them somewhere. I know I do. Do I have enough to go across the handle? Oh no, what do I got going on here today? Hmm. Yep, I cracked myself up, y'all. Oh, we could have put buttons on them too. Where would I put the button at though? Oh, we can make a bunny with some button eyes. Not today, but at least not right this minute. I came in here to find a thread color that's not here. That one will work. I don't know if that'll go through that tiny hole though. That's what I was thinking, thread more so than ribbon, than baker's twine. Oh, I have this stuff right here that's coming unraveled in here. I can use this. Here we go. We can use this. I bought this because I was making stretchy bracelets. I don't remember if I was putting beads on them or not. I don't remember what I was doing, but it was supposed to be for stretchy bracelets. But I don't remember. Anywho, we can take and we can make us little dumaflotchies. I think I can make a dumaflotchie with it. And this is skinny enough to go through here. And the blue matches the color, so. Okay, so Scott asks, hey y'all, how do you make 7 an even number? And then he puts the answer in. I'm going to give y'all a second to think about it if you're watching a replay, because you're probably not reading the chat. Have you figured it out? I would have never figured it out. He says just take the S off. So if you take the S off of 7, you get even. Love it, Scott. That's funny. Alright, so push this in here like this. Come on, both of you. You should both be able to go in there. I want both of you in there. I pull this side through a little more so you got a good grasp on it. I could just tie it. But see how it dangles weird when you do it like that? We can just tie it anyway, though. We just tie it anyway. Yeah, I'm no good at this part right here. I made it too big. I made it too big! You're funny, Scott. Okay. I'm no good. For somebody who was in the Navy, I'm no good at knots either. Let's do a fisherman knot, because that knot that I'm trying to do is not going to work for me. Let's do one like we would on a fishing hook. In like that. I don't even remember how to do that. How am I going to do that? I don't remember. Take it. Let's just take it and put it around like this. Let's just do it like this. See if we can. Not. Not. Let's try and take this end and put it through instead of the two of them at one time. This is how I'm going to do this. Watch. I'm going to take that. This is where I need my pokey tool. I'm going to turn this around so that I have the pointy edge. And I'm going to push this through that hole. Or not. That's the word of the day, not. I'm going to thread this. Watch me. Watch me now. Hey, work, work. Oh, work it up, baby. Let's see if I can find my little threader thingy. And my grandma's threading thing. Should be in here, but I don't see it. Where is it? That's not cool. My threading thing's not where it's supposed to be, y'all. Oi. I am determined that this is not going to win. If I knew where my darning needles were, I could just use a darning needle. Okay, it's not going to work. It's going to win. I don't want it to win. I don't want it to win. I don't like losing. I did it, guys. I got it to work. Yay! I got 2 of them through at once because this is what I wanted to do. So I want to take this. And I'm going to tighten it up here like this. Can I do it like that without messing it up? That looks dumb. I don't like that. I did all that for that. Don't let it slip back through. I just had to think out smarter, not harder. That's all. There we go. And then I should just glue it on like this instead of worrying about this Dumaflachi. That's what I should do. I should just do that instead of even worrying about these little threads because I can't even get it to knot up right. I went through all that and now I'm not even using it. Go figure, right? I didn't want it to win. I had to beat it. I'm just going to put it right above the bow. Right above the bow there. There we go. I like that. I don't know about y'all, but I like that. And we'll put the other one right here. It is kind of hard to work with. There we go. So we got the D on there, and we got the J on the other one. So that way everybody will know whose basket is whose. But Are you think Linda's done? She's got this other bright idea. Not that they're really going to care that I did all this if I get to give it to them. But they might appreciate it because they like to craft, so. I don't know how this is going to look, but I don't want to stick them on there and then I don't like them. Let's do it on the handle. That's what we'll do. We'll do them on the handle. And that'll help the handle be a little sturdier. There we go. A little bit of bling on the handle. I have a ton of these, so just cover that up like that. Just bling that baby up. So much for our easy peasy basket. Usually I do just the bare minimum when I'm doing these on here. So it's like, now y'all are seeing me full-fledged. How I'm always saying I go too far on my projects. Yeah. Now you see why. These would have been great gems to go in the middle of these flowers without fighting with them too. Guys, I like that with the gems on them. I really like that. I like that. If I was a little girl, I would love this for Easter, wouldn't you? I'd like to make them as a little girl, as much as a grown woman. I can probably put one more. Ta-da! Look at how darling. Oh my gosh. I don't have any plastic eggs. I had some, but I don't know what I did with them. Isn't that precious? This one bow should have been higher because it's messing with my flowers. Oh my gosh, guys. I love it. Y'all like it? It didn't take long for the Cricut to cut these out. The biggest part of this is just me playing. Just me crafting and playing and having fun. You can also, you can take these baskets and you can, if you measure this, like, say I wanted a carrot basket. I can go in Design Space and use this base, but make panels that are shaped like carrots. And I can have a carrot basket. You know, and for boys you can do it with blue and put cards and, or whatever you want on them. There we go. I think they're adorable. I gotta take a picture and show them to the mom. I bet she's gonna love them. Super cute. Thanks. Thank you, guys. All right, I'm hearing thunder out there. I've been on here for a while, which means my battery's probably, I don't know how long a while. I don't know how long I've been on here because it doesn't tell me. But yeah, my battery's getting low, so I guess I'm going to be done. I'm really having fun, though. I'm really enjoying this. I was in the dining room, and when I cut them out, I had brought my glue out there, and I was going to glue them together out there, and I was like, well, this isn't as much fun as when I'm live doing this with my peeps. So that's why I came on here. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate your company. It's nice not to be alone all the time. And I will see you guys, I don't know when. I want to say tomorrow at 1 o'clock, but I'm not guaranteeing that because, guys, I'm throwing the schedule out the window and I'm coming on and crafting when I want to. Thank you, Scott. Fun Linda. Oh, thanks, Scott. All right. I'm going to go get some food, and then it's probably going to be nap time. Okay, I'm not going to read that again because I'm going to start boo-hooing here in a minute. I love you and Denise. And Margot. I love you guys so much. Yes, Fenice. My bullcrafting buddy. And Miss Margot. I love you too. I love you guys also. Yes, and Margot. And guess who I heard from the other day, y'all? Oh, Delise, thank you. Guess who I heard from yesterday? If you watched my video that I put up, I was going to run away, but I have to tell you this. If you watched my video, at the very end of my video that I posted yesterday, I got a phone call. Well, I got a FaceTime call. So you hear me in the chat saying, hold on a minute, I'm recording a video. Because I didn't want to not answer it. Because Melissa K is back in Alaska. So, my Melissa's back in Alaska, guys. Alright. I will see you guys later. You have a wonderful day. I'm going to go eat. I'm starving, and now I'm all teary-eyed from that comment. Scott. Yes, back in Alaska. I love it when she's in Alaska, because then I get to chit-chat with her, and all that good stuff. So, alright, guys. I will see y'all on the flip side. Big hugs right back at you. Bear hugs. Big mama hugs. Bye, guys. So long. Farewell. No, 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 no. Oh, my God. I'm tearing up like a baby.